All right, so get your hips right up next to the wall, then pivot, and then let your feet drop out to the sides. Let's do 3 minutes to start with. Deep breaths. It's been 1 minute. You might find you're able to move your feet a little bit wider now. And 1 more minute to go in this position. Again, see if you can wiggle a little bit wider without it being too painful or intense. Okay, you can come on out of this one. And now that we've worked our inner thigh, let's switch and work on the outer hip. So, let's pull your mat a little bit away from the wall. Come to your hands and knees. And you're going to extend one foot back behind you like this. And then you're going to bring your foot across like this. And then you're going to just sink your hips back. So yeah, today we'll focus on the hips. Adduction and abduction. So that our squats can improve. So make sure on this one you want to feel it in the outer hip. You don't want to feel any pinching on the inside. If you do feel any pinching, you might want to just try and adjust your position. So maybe come a little bit more upright so you're not as deep. And yeah, you can change the angle of your foot as well. 30 seconds left on this side. Okay, you can come out and switch to the other side. Same stretch. So bring that foot across and then sit the hips back. One more minute, try to relax. Go as deep as you can into the position without pain. All right, come on out of this one. So now we've worked the outer hips. Let's go back to working the inner thigh. So come on back over to the wall. This time, instead of having our legs straight, we're gonna bend the knees. So we're in sort of like our bear sit, but up against the wall. Almost like your squat stance, but a bit wider. And then you can put your hands on your knees and gently press out. And we're gonna now up the ante a bit, and we're gonna hold it for 4 minutes. And we will also be performing pails and rails throughout the stretch near the end. One minute down. That's 2 minutes. We're gonna hold the stretch another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna perform pails and rails. So our pails, we're gonna be pushing our knees into our hands, but our hands are gonna resist. And then for the rails, I want you to take your hands outside the knees and push your knees into your hands on the other side. All right, so take a deep breath into your belly. 20% effort, start pushing into your hands. Gradually increase to 40%, 60%. I know it's hard, but just use as much strength as you can. Max effort, 3, 2, 1, and switch to the rails. Drive the knees into the hands on the other side. Trying to open our knees even wider. Feel the outer hip muscles working. And back to a passive stretch. We're gonna hold this for 1 more minute. All right, come on out of that one. All right, just slide away from the wall until your body is straight. And we'll take a little bit of a break from the hips. And I just want you to hug your knee into your chest and then bring it across your body just to stretch out the back. And you may also feel it on the outer hip as well, but this one is a little less intense for most people. So we'll just do 1 minute each side on this one. Oh, excuse me. All right, switch sides, same stretch. Hug that knee to the chest. Grab it with your opposite hand and twist. Okay, come on out of this one. And before we go back to the inner thigh, we're just gonna do our couch stretch. So grab your stick if you need one. Yeah. Which side is worse? All right, well, let's do 3 minutes on your worst side and 2 minutes on your good side. So let's start with your worst side. So we're trying to get that knee right up against the wall. Bring your other foot up. And 3 minutes. Oh, okay, that's your good side? Okay. Okay, we'll do this side 2 minutes. Yeah. One minute to go. Yeah, I like starting down on my hands and then coming up afterwards. "30 seconds left. Try to squeeze your glute on the back leg. All right, come on out of this one, switch sides. So we'll spend a little bit more time on our weak side, try to catch up the two sides. One minute down. So proud. The goal for this one would be get your butt touching your heel and get your shoulders touching the wall. Last minute. Last 30 seconds, try to squeeze your glute on the back leg. All right. Come on out of this one. We're going to switch back to working on our inner thighs. So we're going to do a seated straddle. So similar to what we did in our first stretch, but we're sitting on the floor instead of up against the wall. If you need to elevate your hips on something like some yoga blocks or cushions, that can be helpful. And it can also be helpful to have something in front of you to reach for to kind of give you some leverage. So I've got a kettlebell here. So I'm just going to hold on to my kettlebell. It's going to help me lean forwards. All right, so what we're going to do is 5 minutes. We're going to do 1 minute down the middle. Then we're going to go 1 minute to the right. Minute and a half to the right, minute and a half to the left, and then another minute in the middle. All right, let's shift our weight over to our right leg. Fold over that side. So the stretch is going to shift a little bit more into the hamstrings. "30 seconds left on this right side. All right, and let's just shift over to the left side, another 90 seconds. And then we're going back down the middle for 1 more minute. "30 seconds left on the left side. Okay, back down the middle, 1 more minute. It's probably going to feel different to when we first started. You may feel you're a bit further down now. I can actually get my elbows to the floor, whereas when we started, I definitely couldn't. All right, good job. Come on out of that one. And we're gonna switch to butterfly position. So still inner thigh, but this time with the knees bent. It's gonna feel different. So similar to what we did with our seated straddle, we're gonna start off with both feet together for a minute. Then we're gonna do 90 seconds with one leg out, 90 seconds the other leg out, and then back for 1 minute with the feet together. Wherever feels tightest for you. Cool. Good question. All right, let's extend our right leg out. If you can grab your foot, or you can just grab your calf, ankle, wherever. And then actually with this left hand, just gently push down on your knee. All right, right foot back in, left leg out. And then take that right hand to the knee. One more minute on this side. Okay, bring your feet back together. One more minute. Okay, come on out. So we're gonna finish today with a squat hold, but before we do that, I do want to work on the ankles a little bit. So let's do our low dragon. So get your chest on your knee and then drive your knee forward until you feel a stretch in the back of the ankle, Achilles area. And we are going to do pails and rails for this. So we're going to stretch passively for 90 seconds. Then our pails, we're pushing our floor into the ground as if you're stepping on the gas pedal. So we're engaging behind the calf, Achilles, and then our rails, we're squeezing our shin, trying to pull our foot up towards our shin. Thirty more seconds passive. Okay, 20% effort. Start pushing into the ball of your foot. Put maybe more weight on your knee. Come up to 40%, 60%, 80%,
3, 2, 1. Now squeeze your shin muscles. Try to pull your foot up towards your shin. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And back to passive. 30 seconds. Okay, we're going to swap sides. And then we're going to finish off with our squat hold. So yeah, get that chest on the knee. Push the knee forward until you feel a stretch behind your ankle. If you feel any pinching in the front part, we want to avoid that. So maybe change the angle of your knee or your foot, or you may need to back off the stretch slightly. Getting a nice stretch in the back leg too in this position. "20 seconds left, passive. Okay, start pushing into the ball of your foot. Engage your calf, Achilles. Put more weight of your chest onto your knee. 40% effort. 60%. 80%. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the shin muscle. Try to lift that foot. Try to close that angle. 3, 2, 1, back to passive. 30 seconds. Okay, come on out. All right, how long do you want to hold your squat, Brad? Three? Okay, I thought you might want to try longer. Okay. 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 And we're off. Hopefully it feels a little easier after all this stretching. That's 1 minute down. Two minutes down. How you feeling, Brad? It's coming up to 3 minutes. All right, that's 3 minutes. Do another 30 seconds. "20 seconds left. You got this." "10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, done. Good job. 3.5 minutes.
That was painful. To be honest. Now I feel like a walkout. It's like, how do you know? Very good.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Well done.